All right, this is the full thoracic model. There are some things you are responsible for now associated with the respiratory system. We're going to begin up here at the top. This blue structure is the larynx. Associated with the larynx is the thyroid gland, and you can see the thyroid gland here. You can see half of it here. Remember, it's a bow tie, and the other part would be over here, which of course has been removed, so we can see the larynx more clearly. We also have the hyoid bone up here at the top. So here is the hyoid bone. Now let's kind of focus on the larynx. We have 3 pieces of cartilage that you are responsible for in the larynx. This large one right here at the top, which in life doesn't have a cut through it, is the thyroid cartilage. This is the thyroid cartilage. A little lower, more inferior, is the cricoid cartilage right here. We have a few ligaments that you're responsible for. There is a ligament between the hyoid bone and the thyroid cartilage called the hyothyroid ligament or membrane. So that would be right here, the hyothyroid ligament, attaching the hyoid bone to the thyroid cartilage. And let's see, we also have some tracheal cartilages, some of the C-rings found in the trachea. So that's what these little blue lines are representing here, the tracheal cartilage. Now we need to take a look at the lung. Here we have the left part of the lung, left lobes of the lung, and the right lobes of the lung. We have 3 lobes on the right, 1, 2, 3, and 2 fissures that are dividing them. We have the right superior lobe, we have the right middle lobe, we have the right inferior lobe of the lung, and they are divided by the horizontal fissure and the oblique fissure. Horizontal fissure and the oblique fissure. Then on the left side of the lung, we have simply the left superior lobe of the lung and the left inferior divided by the left oblique fissure. Next, we want to look at the air passageway. So I'm going to remove these 2 lobes of the lungs, and I'm also going to remove this heart. Now we're focusing on air passageways, so air was going to move through the larynx into the trachea. You can see the trachea. The trachea is from here to the larynx. That would be the trachea, about like that. Where the trachea divides into left and right halves, they become the bronchi. So here is primary bronchi. Primary bronchi are what branch from the trachea. So the right primary bronchus is from here to here. The left one is from here to here. Now where the primary bronchi divide, we find secondary bronchi. The secondary bronchi are found here, here, and then on the other side we see 2 additional secondary bronchi. On the left side we have 2 lobes of the lung, so we have 2 secondary bronchi. On the right side we have 3 lobes, and so we see 3 secondary bronchi. Now as you move further into the lung tissue, these secondary bronchi divide into tertiary bronchi, which I will point to right here. These would be probably the tertiary bronchi that we can see there. A couple of other things on this model you're responsible for. The esophagus is also passing through the thoracic cavity, passes through and attaches to the stomach in the abdominal cavity. This is the diaphragm separating the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. And that's enough on this model.